When I first moved to Taiwan, I found myself always going to 7-Eleven and convenience stores to get dinner. To be honest, like the last few years, I've gone to convenience stores way more often than I probably should have. Usually when I buy dinner, I go out with Sherry, and if we go to like a local stand instead of a convenience store, then she usually orders because it's just easier, because her Chinese is obviously better. But when I'm alone and I'm buying dinner or lunch, I'm like really shy when it comes to speaking Chinese, so it's easier for me just to go to 7-Eleven or FamilyMart. You don't have to speak anything. You basically just grab what you want, go to the front and pay, and say thank you. Meanwhile, at like restaurants and stands, first you have to understand Chinese on the signs. If you don't understand, then you probably won't be able to order anything. If you do know what you want, then you have to order it. You can't just pick it out like at 7-Eleven. So even though ordering dinner in Chinese is not that hard of a thing, I still really don't like to do it that much. Part of the reason I started this YouTube channel is that I actually wanted to break out of my box and push myself to explore. So I can take you guys with me and we can kind of explore Taiwan together and have new experiences. If I was just to go to 7-Eleven every day and try to take you guys with me, that would be, first of all, extremely boring. Second of all, like, not that healthy. The food in convenience stores is pretty good, but it's packaged, processed, and it stays out there all day. So going out to like the stands is such a healthier option that I really need to push myself to do more often. On like one normal Taiwanese street alone, there are like so many stands and restaurants that you can go to that if you're a foreigner living here, you should definitely just break out of your box and go. I know that I need to as well. Obviously there are so many like foreigners and travelers that come to Taiwan and they don't go to 7-Eleven at all. They just like go to markets and they crush it. They speak Chinese or they just try to use English and have the people understand, and that's awesome. But I also know that there are lots and lots of people that just rely on going to like these convenience stores for everything. They don't interact with the language or like the local people. They just stick to going, putting your thing on the counter and paying. It's a really easy option, it's comfortable, and I just suggest that if you're watching this right now, you break out of your box and you make yourself go talk to somebody. It can be really hard to try to speak a foreign language and order something and kind of open yourself up like that. But it's a great way to make a connection with someone and to show people that you're interested in their culture and language and you want to try their food, which isn't that ultimately the reason that you came to Taiwan, is to like learn the language and experience the culture. In my past and even recently, I've fallen into the trap of like going to convenience stores, going to places that it's easier just to get in and get out without speaking too much, and that's really, really bad. I really have to change around. I gotta push myself to like make myself uncomfortable and put myself out there to really meet real people. As you guys saw in my daily vlogs, it was mostly me, like Sherry and Sherry's family that ever spoke in the vlogs. I didn't do much interaction with people on the street, and that's because in general, like, I'm a really shy person. Making this vlog already was like a crazy thing for me. I gotta remember why I did this, why I started YouTube in the first place, so I can get back to exploring and pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. Right now, I'm going to go outside and try to order food at a place. I don't want to go to any convenience store, I just want to go to a place, a local restaurant, and order food and vegetables, saying words in Chinese I never said before. I want to show you how easy it is, so come on. Now, 我要虾仁饭跟汤青菜。
什么？
虾仁饭。
虾仁炒饭。
对。
汤青菜。
对对。
带走，要小辣。
好，谢谢。Okay, so I got shrimp fried rice and like steamed vegetables. The word I never said before was like tang chingsai, which I know chingsai is vegetables and I know tang is hot, but I never knew. You could just go to a restaurant and order hot vegetables and they would actually give you something. So now you know. Just order tang chingsai at any place and they will give you some kind of vegetable. It looks like it's kind of in a soup or something like that. It looks actually really delicious, so I'm glad I ordered this. At the restaurant, when I ordered the fried rice, I actually just said xiao ren fan, which is just like shrimp rice, and then she didn't understand me at first, as you saw, and then she asked like shrimp fried rice, and I was like, okay, yes, that's what I want. So you can see, like, you shouldn't worry, and I need to remind myself not to worry about going to these places and trying to use the language. I made like a simple mistake and she didn't understand, but it was cleared up, and it was as easy as that. You just have to talk with people and make these friendships and experiences. It's a lot easier than you think, and it will open up your mind to the world. Traveling is one of the best things that you can do in your life, and when you do travel, you should push yourself out into the local atmosphere and don't keep yourself only to like the tracks that you know. You saw me order dinner tonight using barely any Chinese, and I got a freshly cooked meal at a restaurant, not something that comes in packaging. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have ever had a similar experience when you were traveling and you were too scared to use the language or to talk to the people in the street, so you just went to like McDonald's or a convenience store or something. I'm really curious to know if there are other people like me out there who are just a bit shy when it comes to using a foreign language. Even though I've been here for 3 years, I've studied Chinese for 4 years, I'm still shy just to like go to a restaurant and ask for something, which is really stupid. So I'm gonna go eat now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, because in the future I'm going to be pushing myself way outside of my comfort zone, talking to people, getting to know people, learning about their story, and not just going to places that are more comfortable for me. I'll see you guys soon.